Hi everyone, this is Becky with Feather Nest. Today I'm going to show you how I prepare for the ladies' brunch. And we are in the dining room of my home and looking at the buffet table right now. It is normally set up with my cold beverage items, my urns and things like that, because this is where I like to set it up when we have large groups. That way my kitchen doesn't get as congested with groups of people trying to get beverages and foods and everything. Kind of splits up the areas and kind of gets people to mingle in different areas and everything also. So I have gone and moved it, however, for this event, because it's going to be such a small event, probably 5 to at the most 10 women. So it's going to be very, very small and intimate, and I wanted it all in one area. I'm going to pan around, try not to get everyone dizzy. So it's over here on my entertainment island. And we'll take a closer look at that in just a second. But let me also show you the table and a little bit of the changes that I did. Our plates that we'll be using are rectangular shape and would not fit on top of the chargers and the plates that I have going on normally. So normally we would sit down and just set our plates right on top of this type setup, and the decorations were off to the side here. So what I did was move them over the decorations, move them over and set them on top of a plate, and normally the chair is right here. So I moved the decorations over one and then moved the chairs over one. So now the chairs are in front of a blank area because I removed the decorations, if that makes sense. So, and just set the decorations on a plate. So this will give everyone the flat area needed for those different shaped plates that I've got going on. So that's the only changes that I made here in the dining room. Not a whole lot, but just some things that you have to think through when you're trying to plan a small event. No matter how small, it does take a little bit of thought. So now we are in the kitchen area. For those of you who have seen my kitchen know that this is my entertainment island. Y'all have to pardon my hands. My nails and everything look terrible. It's spring and the only time of year that I will even attempt going out and working in the yard. I hate yard work, but spring, for some reason, I enjoy it. So that's what I've been doing, and I'll try to keep my hands out of the videos as much as possible. But what we're going to do here is go to the entertainment island. I'm plugged in because my battery's low, so you may see a cord trailing behind me, and that's what that is. But what I've got here is the sign that says start line here, and all that is we can grab our plates, our silverware, our napkins, and our cups, all right here to begin with, so we can start loading up. And what I was talking about with the plates, you see they're a rectangular shape. These are just those little party plates that come with the little indentation here that holds your cup. So that's what those are for, and they're just sitting in my little, the homemade plate rack that I made out of a plant stand. And then the little canisters that I also made to match my ones on my dining room table. So they hold the spoons, knives, and forks, and then of course the napkins. So moving on over, I set this side up on this side of the entertainment area. All of this will be drinks on this side. So I took just some of the metal scrapbooking type labels. I antiqued and aged them so that they, look kind of old and everything, and labeled them, trying to get it focused here, labeled them with what will be in them. Not kind of getting to focus, but this says on sweet tea will go in there, and this pitcher will hold milk, and then I have another decanter over here that will hold orange juice, and then the 3-tiered tray that is in the center holds the items that also are used for beverages. So I have some larger glassware here, and the stir sticks, the Sharpie right here for the marking our glasses with, and then a little decanter here for throwing our stir stick and sugar wrappers in, that sort of thing. And then I also make these little labels here. These are here just to remind me to get these items on the morning of the party, to make sure I don't leave something in the refrigerator and forget to put it out. I set out these little tags that remind me to put them out and where to put them. And, you know, I don't keep these signs out. After I fill this with lemons, I'll throw that sign away. For a larger event, I do put out my framed little frames here that will maybe tell what food it is or drink or whatever. And I'll set something pretty out, but those are just for my use and benefit. And this is Princess Buttercup. She's on her swing. I'll do a whole zoo video. I'm still working on that. Just takes me time to get to all these things. And then this is the sign for the coffee grotto. So if they're wanting coffee as a beverage, it's not going to be found up here on the counter, in other words. So they have to go to the coffee grotto to get that. And I do a little bit of preparation in here for those who have seen my coffee grotto. And one of those is right here. The little canister here that holds my seasonal drinks has been changed out. It's got these coconut or island coconut coffee. And then I did keep a small row of hot chocolate because I do know that some of the ladies that are coming Saturday they don't drink coffee, but they will drink hot chocolate. So that will give them a choice if they want to sit and, while we're drinking our coffee, they'll have something nice and hot to drink also if they want it. And then I also have my plate here with my paper reminder to put the muffins in here, and then to fill also my liquid creamer canister the morning of the party, the event. And then over here on this side of the buffet is where we'll line up our foods. Everyone will be bringing a dish. So this is one of the dishes that I'll be supplying. I supply all the beverages, and I'll be supplying the yogurt parfaits is what I'm going to be putting in these little dishes here. And then everyone else that is bringing a dish will set their dishes here on all these blank areas here. And then I'll also be supplying the muffins and also a coffee cake. Oops, here. I'm going to have to unplug. My cord won't reach any farther. There we go. And this is the dessert coffee table that I explained in my spring video, that I will change out the different themes on it. But I went ahead and took my nest out of this dome and put it underneath along with my sign, because I'll be putting a coffee cake in there, and then my serving utensil here. And then I will put the coffee cake in the dome that morning. And let's see, around this side is the dessert plates, and that is just on a glass pedestal that has a ribbon that matches the other pieces on the table here. So that's all that is, with another little canister that I made to hold the forks with. And that is how the dessert table is set up. The buffet table is set up. I did go ahead and set out a few items just in case we do need this area to sit at. That's just our little breakfast nook. And then the dining room, which is over here. So like I said, it's a very casual, very informal event. It doesn't take a whole lot of planning, which is what I love, because I don't have to get all stressed out and figure out what to do and how to do it, and it allows me the freedom to sit and fellowship with my friends in these small type events where everyone brings a dish. And I'm not saying that it doesn't take any planning. You obviously have to go through everything in your head, and I do that by organizing everything down, like I said, down below. I open my cabinets, look and see what I'm going to be needing to use for that event, and I pull it out and I set it up on the counters. And for anything that I need to set out for that morning, I set out my signs to remind me. You can make you a list and keep it on your counter, whatever works for you. So just go through the whole thought process of the event that you're doing, through every little food and activity that you might be doing, if there's games or whatever. So like I said, this was very simple. My Christmas, our class Christmas party has a whole dinner to it and games and things like that. So that takes a lot more planning, but I've done it for so many years that I have it down pretty pat. But I will try to do a video on that because it does take more planning and kind of go into a little more detail with that one. But I hope this helps you at least a little bit in planning something as small as having a few friends over for some fellowshipping and some good food, and have fun with it. Bye, my friends.